And welcome back to Trinity Softball Complex as we're getting ready for game two of this doubleheader between the Eagles and the Tigers from Jacksonville's Edward Waters University. Trinity Baptist, for the first time ever, defeated Edward Waters in game one, 4-2, behind the terrific pitching of Piper Young. And as we get ready for the final home game of the season for Trinity Baptist College, here's the batting order that Jessica Johnson will face for Edward Waters. Leading off in center field will be Aisha Joy Duncan. Batting second in left field, Olivia Garcia. Kyla Gardner is in right. She will bat third. The cleanup hitter is the catcher, Brooke Rice. Batting fourth will be the designated player, Riley Caparis, who pitched game one. Batting sixth, the first baseman, Victoria Matirko. Batting seventh at shortstop, Haley Vela. Batting eighth, playing second base, is Montana Hunt. And batting ninth at third base, Jody Matos. Cheyenne Curry will be the pitcher for the Tigers, and we'll tell you a little bit more about Curry when she takes the circle in the bottom of the first. The teams are just about ready to take the field, and while we have an opportunity, we'll give you the Trinity Baptist batting order. Carlin Payne will lead off in left field. Jessica Johnson is pitching. She will bat second. Piper Young will bat third. She's at second base. The cleanup hitter is the catcher, Ashley Shaw. Batting fifth, Hannah Weiland at short. Ellery McGatha is at first base, batting sixth. Batting seventh at third base, Kylie Duhigg. Batting eighth in center field, Emma Weiland. Taylor Foster will bat ninth. She's the designated player, with Madison Williford playing right field. And the Eagles are taking the field now. Johnson will get her warm-up tosses, and we'll be underway in just a tiny bit. Meanwhile, in case you missed it, in game one, Trinity Baptist got 2 runs in the third, 2 more in the fifth, and that was good enough to hold on for a 4-2 win. Edward Waters got a run in the first to take the lead, got 1 more in the sixth to pull to within 2. But Piper Young was able to get out of a very tough situation in that 6th inning and keep the Tigers to just 1 run, a base runner in the 7th, but no runs, and Young shut the door and got her 5th win of the season. Jessica Johnson had a 2-run single that was the official game-winning hit and RBIs, as that put Trinity Baptist ahead to stay. Eagles got 5 hits, but they made it count. They also took advantage of a couple of miscues in that 2-run 5th inning. So Johnson will get ready in the circle, and she's going to deal with a sun that's not too far away from setting here on the west side of Jacksonville. And now we are ready as first batter of the inning and the ball game, Aisha Joy Duncan will start things off in center field. And Johnson and the Eagles looking into the sun, and Johnson's ready for her first pitch. And this one is lifted high to the shortstop position. The ball drifts over near the line, and Weiland makes the catch for out number 1. We do have a name correction. Left fielder Olivia Garcia is now named Olivia Friedel after an adoption about a year ago, which I did not realize until the gentleman, new father for Olivia, just let me know. So congratulations to Mr. Friedel and Olivia as she takes the first pitch for a strike. What an awesome story, giving a young woman a new home. There's a ground ball, pulled foul, and it is 0-2. So Eagles trying to sweep this doubleheader, and the NCAA Division II SIAC Conference Tigers looking for the split. Tigers are now in the batter's box with 1 out and the base is empty, and that one misses upstairs. Edward Waters now 26-23 on the season, but a fantastic 18-6 record in their conference play. Trinity Baptist now 5-28 and 3-10 in NCCAA South Region competition. Now that one misses down low. That is ball 3. Jessica Johnson getting ready for the 3-1 pitch. And this one is fouled off, and if I have it right, that fills up the count. Johnson, a freshman from Trenton High School in Trenton, Florida. And Johnson winds and delivers, and this one is fouled up and away. The count is 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Johnson ready with that 2-2 offering. High fly ball to center field. Weiland going back, but it is gone. The home run for Olivia Friedel makes it a 1-0 ball game. That is her first home run of the season and 7th run batted in. So Friedel goes yard and gives her team a 1-0 lead. And now batting for the Tigers, right fielder Kyla Gardner. Not much doubt about that one. There's a chopper up the middle into center field for a base hit. So 1 out, 1 run in, and now a runner at first for the cleanup hitter, and that is Brooke Rice. In game 1, Rice was 1 for 4 with an RBI. Friedel homers to put Edward Waters out in front, and the first pitch from Johnson is a little bit high and outside. Kyla Gardner in the batter's box. 1-0. Runners going. Pitch is high. The throw is also a little high, and that will be a stolen base. Rice in the batter's box for Edward Waters. Came in this doubleheader hitting .269. A ground ball to short. Weiland boots it. Everybody is safe. Gardner will advance to third. Would have been a very close play at first, but that's going to go as an error on the shortstop. So runners are at the corners with 1 out. Johnson's pitch. Snap, throw to third. The pitch was high for a ball. Ashley Shaw, catching her second game of this doubleheader, tried to catch Gardner off third base, but experienced Gardner able to get back in plenty of time. Riley Caparis, the designated player, takes a strike on the outside corner. In game 1, Caparis 1 for 4. She pitched a complete game. Johnson with the pitch, and that one's called a strike on the outer half. Caparis entered this doubleheader at .269. 7 runs batted in, and she chops this one foul to the first base side. Ellery McGather charging in to make the play, but the ball took a right turn. So the count is a ball and 2 strikes, a big opportunity for Edward Waters. 1 run is in on the homer, and Caparis a chance to drive in at least 1 more. This one misses up and away. They're not worried about Rice, who just took off and stole second base. Takes away the potential ground ball double play. Runners are at second and third with 1 out. Hot shot right at Duhigg. She knocks it down, but she will not have a throw. That will be a base hit for Caparis. That ball hit right on the button. Bases are loaded, 1 out. Matirko, the hitter, takes the first pitch high. Matirko in game one, 2 for 3 with a run driven in. 1 ball, no strikes. And a strike called on the outer half. Johnson in a jam. Bases loaded, 1 out. Pitch on the way, and this one is upstairs. Two balls and a strike. And that one misses up and away. There's nowhere to put the batter. Counts 3-1. Johnson will have to work from behind. Ball 4 will bring home a run, an RBI for Matirko, and Edward Waters leads it 2-0. Johnson with her first pitch to Haley Vela. Takes a strike right down the middle. No balls and a strike. Vela, 286, entering play today. And she takes this one upstairs to even the count at 1-1. Vela, nothing out of 3 in game 1. A ball and a strike. 2 runs are in. And a hot shot towards short, and it gets through Weiland. 1 run is in, and that's all they're going to get as everybody holds up. It's now 3-0 in favor of the Tigers. That'll be an error charge to the shortstop. And the bases remain loaded with just 1 out. Our first look this afternoon at Montana Hunt. Did not play in game number 1. Hunt getting ready to take her swings. She is 3 for 8 on the season with a run batted in. She has a Tiger at every base and just 1 out. 3 runs are in. And Johnson with the pitch. It is in the dirt, but blocked by the catcher. Rice gets an RBI for that ground ball to short. Johnson with the pitch and gets the top of the zone, and that is a strike. Pitch on the way, swing, and did she foul tip it? It doesn't matter because it is strike 2. Okay. It was Vela who hit that last ball. She gets the RBI. My mistake. And Johnson tried to slow it down and missed up and in. Ball and 2 strikes. That one misses just a bit outside. Counts That was Carlin Payne with the ground ball towards third, and they're able to get the out. And so Payne, the leadoff hitter, is the first out. And Jessica Johnson, who had the game-winning hit in Game 1, now at the plate. Trying to get all those problems worked out. Sometimes Wi-Fi just doesn't want to cooperate, and that's what's happening right now. The first pitch to Johnson is outside. Cheyenne Curry in the circle for Edward Waters. She got the first batter she faced and now goes up with Jessica Johnson. Tell you a little more about Curry in a moment. High drive, well hit towards left, but that's going to be caught for out number 2. Well, Johnson hit the ball really hard, but it went right at Olivia Friedel. And so there are 2 outs with the bases empty for Piper Young. Curry is 6-3 with a 4.69 ERA. This is her 18th appearance and 10 starts. She has 4 complete games. The first pitch misses outside. She also has a save. 65 2/3 innings, 85 hits, 44 earned runs. She has walked 16 and struck out 21. Piper Young in the box. Winning pitcher in Game 1. Hits one really hard towards right. That's going to drop down for a hit. That will be a single for Piper Young. A very tough play for Gardner in right, and she was looking up into the sun that's peeking through the trees. So a base hit for Piper Young. Runner at first, 2 outs, and Ashley Shaw at the plate. Shaw in game number 1, on base each time up. She also stole the bag and was caught stealing one time. Young at first, 2 outs. Curry delivers the first pitch upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. Curry takes a long look, now ready. The 1-0. And misses outside for ball 2. 7-0 in favor of the Tigers. They had a big rally that included a home run. Olivia Friedel put one over the left center field fence. There's a blooper that's going to be caught by the shortstop on the second baseman's side of the bag. Vela will make the play to retire the side. The Eagles get a hit, but nothing else. And after 1, it is 7-0 Tigers. Kyla Gardner leads things off for the Tigers. Top of the second, 7-0. Gardner had a hit and a run scored in that big first inning. And she takes this one outside to even the count at a ball and a strike. Strike two called. Pitch on the way from Johnson, a changeup, but it misses. A ball and two strikes, or make that 2-2. Still trying to figure out some technical issues. Meanwhile, that's ball 4 to Gardner, so she draws a leadoff walk. And it brings up Brooke Rice. First pitch misses. 1 ball, no strikes. Two balls and a strike to Rice. Hot shot caught by Duhigg to throw to first, double play. Duhigg reaches to her right, snares one, and fires a bullet over to first base where McGatha put it away to complete the double play. So 2 outs with the bases empty. Riley Caparis at the plate. And a chopper foul that hits the top of the Eagles dugout. Well, let's hope we finally got everything figured out. High fly ball, left field. Foster giving chase in the corner, but it drops safely. Nothing but a long strike. Johnson ready to Caparis. It is upstairs. A ball and a strike to Caparis. This one misses up and away for ball 2. 7 runs in the first. They got a leadoff walk, but then the line drive double play. And now Johnson delivers to Caparis, who puts a second one over to her third base coach. Riley, that's the man who decides how much playing time you get. You don't want to hit too many hard ones at him. And Johnson having to shade her eyes from the sun. Looks in, delivers. There's a drive, well hit. That ball's gone. Another no-doubter, and Caparis makes it 8-0. She got every bit of that one. Her first home run of the season and 8th RBI, and her teammates out there giving her the kudos. Caparis hit that ball very hard, a line drive homer over the left field fence. So 8-0 in favor of Edward Waters. And with 2 outs and the bases empty, Coach Blackmer is going to go to the mound and make a pitching change. Another opportunity to remind you about Easter at Trinity at any one of our 3 locations. Right here at 800 Hammond Boulevard, our main campus in the beautiful big auditorium. At Oakleaf, the even more beautiful, because it's brand new, church building on 710 Oakleaf Plantation Parkway in Orange Park. Go through the Argyle development to get there, and in Mandarin at 2955 Orange Picker Road. You can go to tbc.org/Easter to read all about these upcoming services on Easter Sunday, which is less than a week away. The new pitcher will be Kylie Duhigg, taking over for Jessica Johnson. Duhigg will make her 16th appearance. She has started twice, no wins, 3 losses. 21 1/3 innings. She's allowed 46 hits, 31 earned runs on 24 walks, and 8 strikeouts. Edward Waters scored just 2 in the first game, and they now have 8, and we're in the 2nd inning of game 2. Victoria Maturko, first baseman, in the batter's box. She walked and scored in the big first inning. Duhigg ready to make her first pitch, and that one is outside. Piper Young has gone to third base. Jessica Johnson is now playing second with Duhigg pitching. Low and inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Duhigg winds and delivers and misses high for ball 3. Haley Vela waiting on deck, and that one got the knees. 3 balls and a strike. And strike 2 right down the middle. Duhigg trying to pitch from behind. She's now worked the count full. And a payoff pitch popped up and out of play. And the count will remain 3-2. Toria McTurko in the batter's box. Freshman from Crystal River, Florida. Another 3-2 coming from Kylie Duhigg. Ball 4 is inside. Runner at first. There are 2 outs. Haley Vela next up for Edward Waters. 1 for 1 with an RBI and a run scored. Takes the first pitch low and inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Hot shot into left field. Foster will pick this one up, but will not have a play. And a base hit. So after the double play, the home run, and now the Tigers trying to add on some more. Montana Hunt steps in. She walked and scored at first time. Duhigg's first pitch to Hunt, low and inside. A ball and no strikes. Hunt digging in, looking for the base hit. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. Evens the count up at 1-1. Hannah Weiland, Ellery McGatha, and Kylie Duhigg due up in the bottom of the second. There's a ground ball into left field. That's a base hit. Tigers will play it station to station. Throw gets away, but not enough for an advance. Bases are loaded now with 2 outs. Jody Matos at the plate, brought home a run with a sacrifice fly her first time. Hit the ball very well to center field. Weiland made the catch, but a run scored on the play. First pitch to Matos is pulled foul. Jody Matos, sophomore from Kissimmee, Florida. I have a brother in Kissimmee. Spent 25 years as a master chef at the Grand Floridian in Disney World. That one pulled foul right at Coach Ellison. And, Coach, you might want to bring a glove out there next inning. Nothing in 2. Duhigg trying to end this inning. And that one is upstairs. That's ball 1. Shaq, would you guess that I'm the youngest of 6 boys in my family? Shaq says he has, 4 older sisters? 5 older sisters. So I got 5 older brothers. So, I got beaten up every day. Ball and 2 strikes. Duhigg with the pitch. High drive, well hit, left center field. Foster going back. It'll one-hop the fence. A run scores. Here comes another. And it'll be a 2-run double for Jody Matos. That is her 4th double of the season, and RBIs 6 and 7. 10-0 now, Tigers lead. And Aisha Joy Duncan at the plate. And a strike right down the middle. Nothing in 1. Duhigg with the pitch, and this is in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Long look by Duhigg. Here's a 1-1. That one is inside. That's ball 2. Two balls and a strike. Ball 3 is inside. That could very well have been a design play, trying to get a run home. Throw was on target. Everybody back safely. And Duhigg slipped trying to make that pitch. Throw down to third. Young applies a tag, but everybody's safe. Looked like Duhigg might have hit a hole on that one. It went wild for ball 4. So the bases are loaded. A 2-out rally being mounted. A home run earlier. Second of the game for the Tigers. Friedel takes the first pitch low and a throw down to third. That's Montana Hunt off third base. Eagles trying to keep her from scoring. The 1-0. Friedel takes this one a little high and away for ball 2. Friedel, a solo home run in the first inning. And the pitch is a strike called. There's a high fly ball, center field. Weiland will make the catch, and the inning is over. 3 runs for the Tigers, 3 left. They lead at 10-0 as we go to the bottom of the second. Bottom of the second, and the Eagles come to bat down 10-0. And leading things off for TBC will be Hannah Weiland, followed by Ellery McGatha and Kylie Duhigg. Curry ready to throw her first pitch. And that one is inside. Cheyenne Curry, one hit in the first inning, but no runs. 1 ball, no strikes. And here comes the 1-0 to Weiland. A little looper down the left field line. That is a fair ball. That's a base hit for Weiland, and she'll take a big turn, but stop right there. Second hit of the game for TBC. Just placed over the head of the third baseman. Both Matos and Vela, the shortstop, made a good effort, but it was a little bit out of their reach. So the leadoff hitter aboard. Ellery McGatha at the plate. Game number 1, Gatha nothing out of 3. And the first pitch is up and away. One ball, no strikes. It is 10-0, Edward Waters in the bottom of the second. Weiland, the bloop single to start the inning. And now McGatha trying to at least advance the runner into scoring position. Shadows are getting ready to take over the entire infield. Curry delivers. McGatha showed bunt, but pulled back and took a strike. Right now, the circle is part shaded and part sunny. And the edge of the shadow goes right across the rubber. And Curry winds and delivers. There's a blooper into right. Gardner will make the catch. The throw to first is in time. Weiland unable to get back in time, so the double play erases that leadoff single. Gardner coming in, had her momentum going toward the bag and made the perfect throw. Kylie Duhigg, pitcher in the box. Curry's pitch, swing and a miss. Cheyenne Curry, a senior from Pine Grove, Illinois. Has a couple of complete games. And Duhigg fouls this one off. Duhigg digging in. 0-2. And this one misses upstairs. In game 1, Kylie Duhigg scored one of the 4 runs after walking. 0 out of 2 officially. Played a good, solid third base to help TBC get the win. And a very generous inside corner is strike 3, and that ends the inning. Eagles go down in 3 batters. A leadoff single erased by the double play. After 2, it's 10-0. Top of the third, a big first inning for Edward Waters. They scored 7 and added on 3 in the second and lead at 10-0 as we start the third. Duhig's first pitch to Kyla Gardner. Duhigg took over for Jessica Johnson in the second. Swing and a miss. Gardner helped her out on that one. One and one. Back to the box. Nice little pick by Duhigg and a throw to first in time. So 1 out, base is empty. Now batting will be the catcher, Brooke Rice, who has scored a run. This is her first look at Duhigg. And the first pitch is low. 1 ball, no strikes. And Duhigg ready. Circle now all completely in the shadow. There's a hot line drive at Taylor Foster, who comes in and makes the catch on the run. 2 outs. Taylor Foster played a terrific second base in game 1, made a couple of really nice picks, and threw out a runner on a sac bunt where she took the throw at first and got a runner trying to go second to third for a double play that turned out very key in the Eagles' win. First pitch on the inside corner. Riley Caparis took one over the left field fence her last time up. No doubt line drive. High pop foul, that's out of play, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. Caparis 1 for 2 with that home run. Duhigg delivers. There's another hot shot. This one will roll to the wall, and Caparis will stop with a single because Weiland got to the ball quickly and got it in, holding Caparis to a single. That's how hard the ball was hit. She didn't really give herself a chance to go to second base. Credit Weiland with getting the ball back in a hurry. First pitch to Victoria Maturko is outside. One ball, no strikes. And that one gets the batter, and Maturko will trot on down to first. 2 on, 2 out. Haley Vela heads up to the plate. She has driven in a run and scored 2. She is 2 for 2. Duhigg trying to keep the Tigers from scoring. Give her offense an opportunity. Snap throw to first after first pitch was low and inside. Ashley Shaw catching both ends of this doubleheader. And that one is upstairs. Carlin Payne also does some catching. Payne is a designated player in the lineup. And that one is upstairs. Waiting on deck is Montana Hunt. Duhigg with the pitch, taken all the way for a strike. 3 balls and a strike. No wind whatsoever right now. And Duhigg delivers. Ball 4 is outside. The bases are loaded with 2 out. And Montana Hunt at the plate. Hunt doubled her last time up. She is 1 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. Low and inside. Nowhere to put the batter. One ball, no strikes, and Duhigg delivers. And that one is a fair ball just inside the line. One run is in. Here comes another. A third runner racing around from first, and that is a 3-run double for Montana Hunt. And the Tigers lead it now 13-0. That ball was just inside the line, may have been over the bag. And Hunt's having herself a very nice game. Her second hit, 3 RBIs. And it brings up Jody Matos, who's already driven 3 herself. And this one is pulled foul. Matos 1 for 1 with the double. Runner at second, 2 outs, and a pitch. This one is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. And ball 2 misses low and inside. Two and 1. Ball 3 is high. Three balls and a strike. Top of the order on deck. Aisha Joy Duncan. Duhigg delivers. High pop foul. This one is well out of play. That is strike 2. It's 2 and 2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Hot shot ripped down the left field line, but foul. Count remains 2 and 2. And another hot shot pulled foul. Tigers are getting some good rips. Count's still 2-2. And Duhigg delivers a high fly ball, shallow left field. Foster coming in. Ball comes out of her glove. They're going to throw to second. Not in time. That'll be an error on the left fielder. No RBI, but a run scores. That'll be a 2-base error, and it will bring up Aisha Joy Duncan. She is driven in 2. She is 1 for 2 with a double and a walk. And first pitch is low and inside. And this one sliced foul to the right side. That one hit the net. A ball and a strike. Duhigg with the pitch. That one is foul down the left field line. One and 2 the count. And Duhigg delivers. Low and inside. Two balls, 2 strikes. And that one is upstairs. That's ball 3. Counts 3-2. And swing and a foul back. These are the final games of the regular season for the Tigers. They will await Monday, April 28th to play in the Southern Intercollegiate Athletic Conference Tournament in Columbus, Georgia. Duhigg delivers and misses inside. Fills up the count, if I have it right. Duhigg with the pitch. That is ball 4. First and second with 2 out. Olivia Friedel in the batter's box. Friedel, a freshman from Atlantic Coast High School, where my nephew Carter graduated a couple of years ago. Duhigg ready. Pitch to Friedel. This one misses outside. My niece, Bailey Carter's sister, will be graduating from there, I believe, this year. Ball and a strike. And a ground ball to third. Young will step on the bag and retire the side. 4-run score, and the Tigers lead it 14-0 as we go to the bottom of the third. Cheyenne Curry takes one warm-up pitch, says she's ready, so her second one gets thrown down to second, and we're ready to begin the bottom of the third inning. It is 14-0 in favor of the Tigers. Emma Weiland will start it off for TBC. Trinity Baptist still has 2 road doubleheaders left in the regular season. Ball's hit sharply, but right at the third baseman, and the throw to first is in time. Matos picked it cleanly and made a good throw across the diamond. April 21st, Trinity Baptist at Fort Valley State for 2, and then the next day, Tuesday the 22nd, at Albany State University. Both conference opponents of Edward Waters, and both of those doubleheaders will begin at 1 p.m. And this one is fouled off. If you do get a live stream link, Eagles fans, I'll put that in for you. We'll look for that as we get a little closer to the dates. First pitch fouled off. Taylor Foster in the batter's box for the Eagles. And takes the pitch outside. Curry now 2 1/3 innings. No runs, just 2 hits allowed. Foster takes one upstairs. 2 balls and a strike. After Foster, top of the order, Carlin Payne and Jessica Johnson. And a pitch from Curry. Swing and a foul back. I didn't flinch that time there, Shaq. He did. I did blink my eyes, though. You know, at University of North Florida, anyone who flinches has to stand up the rest of the inning. Well, you and I are both standing up anyway, so it doesn't matter. There's one off the fist, foul, and caught. That ball went right to Materko, who made the catch, and there's 2 out. Carlin Payne, nothing out of 1. Two outs with the bases empty. And Payne takes the first pitch inside. One ball, no strikes. And ball 2 is just a little bit low. Two balls, no strikes. And a pitch from Curry is outside for ball 3. Three balls, no strikes. And Payne takes a strike on the outer half. Payne has drawn 8 walks on the season. She has a count of 3-1. Pitch on the way. And ball 4, and that'll be walk number 9. And it will bring up Jessica Johnson. Nothing out of 1 in this game. Came in hitting .279. Again, got that game-winning hit in game number 1. The 2-run single in the 3rd that put TBC ahead to stay. Payne at first, 2 outs. And this one is outside. Lights are on, not taking a whole lot of effect yet. Still a little bit of twilight, but that will change not long from now. One ball, no strikes, and that one misses low and inside. Two strikes. Curry delivers. Line drive, caught by the shortstop. Vela left her feet. It was right over her head, and she pulled it down and robs Jessica Johnson of a base hit, possibly extra bases, and an RBI. 2-out walk, but no runs. And after 3, it is 14-0 Tigers. Tigers come up leading 14-0 in the fourth. They will have Kyla Gardner, Brooke Rice, and Riley Caparis due up, barring any changes. Jessica Johnson has retaken the circle, putting Kylie Duhigg back at third and Piper Young back at second. Diane Fulton is now in right, and the first pitch from Johnson misses low. So Fulton in right for Madison Williford. Everything else just defensive changes. Johnson with the pitch, and that is ball two. Kyla Gardner 1 for 2 with an RBI. And a strike called. Counts 2-1. Remember, Eagles baseball tomorrow at 12 noon here on TBC Eagles. We won't have announcing, at least for the first game. We'll have to see about the second. Jessica Johnson ready with the pitch. And this one is pulled foul. Johnson facing Gardner. And another one pulled foul. Coach Ellison told you should have brought your glove out there. Gardner hit that one hard, and Coach went for it, but didn't make the play. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Gardner trying to start a rally. And another one right at Coach Ellison. Another 3-2 coming. Pitch on the way. Ground ball into left field, a base hit. Gardner with a good at-bat, fouled off some pitches, and then served one into left field. So a runner at first, nobody out, and Brooke Rice at the plate. Nothing out of 3, but she has scored a run, and the first pitch, strike. Johnson with the pitch, and this one pulled foul. It's been a theme, pulling the ball foul down the third baseline. Johnson with the pitch, and another one goes towards Coach Ellison. 0-2. Runner at first, nobody out. High fly ball, shallow left. Foster camps under it and makes the catch. First out of the inning. Brings up Riley Caparis, who's had a really good game. 2 for 3, a home run, 3 runs driven in. Had a 2-run doubler last time. Gardner at first. The first pitch popped up, and this is out of play. No balls and a strike. TBC will have Young, Shaw, and Hannah Weiland due up in the bottom half. One strike pitch, and it's high. Evens the count at 1-1. A ball and a strike. Ball 2 is upstairs. Two balls and a strike. Johnson delivers and misses low and inside. Counts 3-1. And a hot shot off Duhig's glove, and Johnson will not have a play. So 2 on and 1 out. That's going to be an infield single credited to the batter. So 3rd hit of the ball game for Riley Caparis. She has homered, doubled, and now singled. So that just means she needs the 3-bagger. Victoria Maturko, the first baseman, has scored 3. Takes the first pitch into dirt. She has walked twice, reached on an error. And a strike called on the changeup. A ball and a strike. Johnson delivers, and this one is fouled off. Makes it 1-2. 1 out with 2 on base. And Johnson delivers. Hot shot off of Duhig's glove into the outfield, a base hit. Gardner will round third. She will score. The throw to third. It is in time. That will go as an RBI single and a runner cut down. 8-5 on the put out at third base. 2 outs with the runner at second. Haley Vela at the plate. The shortstop takes this one for a strike. She is 2 for 3 with an RBI. Check that, 2 for 2 with 3 runs scored and an RBI. She's also drawn a walk, and she takes this one upstairs, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 from Johnson, blocked by Shaw, but wild pitch will allow the runner to take third. Turco at third. 2 outs and a pitch is upstairs. Vela ready. Johnson on the rubber. And here comes the pitch, and it's upstairs. That's ball 4, and the runners are at the corners. Montana Hunt has had a nice game. 2 for 2, a double, a walk, 2 runs scored, and 3 driven in. Johnson's first pitch. Strike called at the top of the zone. A snap throw to first. Runner back. Pitch was called a strike, so 0-1. And strike 2 on the inner half. No balls, 2 strikes. High fly ball, home run distance, but well foul. Montana Hunt from Mandarin High School, my neck of the woods. Jacksonville native. Junior year at Edward Waters, and she calls time. Two strikes to Hunt. And this one is tapped foul. Coach Ellison's getting himself a nice workout over there at third base. (15-0) Tigers lead. And there's a line drive in the left. Foster will not get there. That's an RBI for Hunt, her 4th of the game. It is 16-0. Jody Matos is at the plate. She's driven in 4. She has a couple of doubles. And the first pitch is high. One ball, no strikes. And a ground ball. And it's foul. A ball and a strike. Johnson ready in to pitch. High fly ball to the shortstop, Weiland. And the side is retired. Tigers get 2. And we go to the bottom of the 4th. It is 16-0. Bottom of the 5th. Piper Young will start things off for TBC. She's followed by Ashley Shaw and Hannah Weiland. Cheyenne Curry has allowed just 2 hits and a walk through 3 innings. Looking for her 7th win. She is 6-3 on the season. Lights are starting to take a little bit better effect. And the first pitch to Young. High fly ball, shallow center field, and it will be the shortstop Vela making the catch. So 1 out, and Ashley Shaw is at the plate. Shaw, nothing out of 1. Young has one of the 2 hits for TBC. Hannah Weiland on deck. She has the other hit. A little blooper just over the head of the third baseman. Came her last time up. 1 out, bases empty for Ashley Shaw. Hit hard, but right at Vela. Scoop throw. 2 pitches, 2 outs. Well, Shaw couldn't hit the ball much harder than that, but she hit it right at Vela, who didn't have to move sideways at all. 2 outs for Hannah Weiland, who is 1 for 1. Cheyenne Curry with the first pitch, and it's a strike. Nothing in 1 to Weiland. Swing and a foul tip, and that is strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes to Weiland. And a high pop foul out of play. Ball hits the top of the net, stays in the field, and the count remains 0-2. Duncan, Friedel, and Gardner due up in the 5th for the Tigers. And another one that hits the top of the net. Count remains 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. And a changeup, hit hard but foul. Weiland just a little bit out in front. Well, the Eagles won the first game 4-2. Edward Waters with a very big lead here in game number 2, looking to earn the split. And that one misses up and away. Piper Young, a complete game victory. Allowed 8 hits and just 2 earned runs. And a pitch to Weiland. Strike 3 called, and that ends the inning. Eagles go down in order. We go to the 5th. It is 16-0 Edward Waters. Jessica Johnson's first pitch is a strike to Aisha Joy Duncan, who is 1 for 2 with a double and 2 runs driven in. We're in the 5th. It is a 16-0 lead for the Tigers. No balls and 2 strikes. And Johnson delivers, and a high pop-up, but that will get out of play. And the count remains 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. Hot shot right at Weiland. A one-hop throw to first in time. Nice play by Weiland. That ball short hopped her. That's not an easy pick. So 1 out, base is empty. And the first pitch to Olivia Friedel misses high. Friedel 1 for 4, but that one a home run, and she laces this one into the gap. That's going to be extra bases, at least 2. Fulton will pick it up. Friedel's on her way to third. Foster with the throw. It is in time. Taylor Foster playing second base gets another runner at third. She did that in game 1. It will be a double for Friedel and Foster, and also credit Fulton in right, getting it to Foster, and then Taylor made a perfect throw to third, and Piper Young applied the tag. 2 outs, bases empty. What a play for the Eagles. Gardner at the plate, 2 for 3 and a couple of runs scored. She also drawn a walk. Probably the best overall defensive play we've seen in this game, and a chopper up the middle. That's a base hit for Gardner. Of course, Foster made the defensive play of the game in game 1, playing second base, taking the throw at first on a sacrifice bunt, and catching a runner at third for a double play. So Foster showing off the arm here this afternoon and evening. Gardner at first, 2 outs. Brooke Rice takes a strike. Rice has scored a run, nothing out of 4. And a pitch on the way, misses upstairs. Tigers have 16 runs, 15 hits, 14 of them via the RBI. 6 doubles in the game and 2 home runs. And Johnson misses upstairs. Kyla Gardner at first. Johnson with the pitch. Hot shot off Young and into left field. That's going to be an error on the third baseman. Keeps the inning going. Brings up Riley Caparis, who needs only a triple for the cycle. She has homered, doubled, and singled. She has scored 3 times. Johnson's pitch. High fly ball, left field. That's going to be caught by Carlin Payne, who's in the ball game, and that ends the inning. Well, she didn't get the cycle, but Caparis, a very good game at the plate. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. It is 16-0 Tigers. Bottom of the 5th. And unless the Eagles rally big, this will be it. Cheyenne Curry looking for a complete game shutout. 4 innings, just 2 hits and a walk. She has struck out 2. She has faced only 14 batters. Ellery McGatha try to start a rally for TBC. The final home game of the season for the Eagles. The final any game of the season for the Tigers. Of course, both teams in their postseason tournaments. We do not have the details yet about the South Region Tournament. Fort Lauderdale is the location, but as far as what day that's going to start, that's still to be announced. University of Fort Lauderdale will host both the baseball and the softball tournaments. One strike, Curry delivers, and McGatha gets a very good swing and fouls it off. Eagles at Fort Valley State next Monday and at Albany State next Tuesday. Both doubleheaders begin at 1 p.m. Eastern. And McGatha, 2 strikes, hits the ball very well towards the right center field gap. That's going to be get down for a hit. She's going for 2. The throw is off the mark, and that is a leadoff double for Ellery McGatha. Second double of the season for McGatha, so she's in scoring position for Kylie Duhigg, who has driven in 11 runs. She's also homered one time this season. Ashley Shaw has the other homer for the Eagles. Duhigg a chance to drive in a run. And Curry with her first pitch to Duhigg. Drops down the bunt. The throw will go to first. It is in time. It'll be a sacrifice bunt. And a throw to third. And that one got the leg of Jody Matos, but she's going to laugh that one off. Duhigg trying to surprise everybody. She gets a sacrifice bunt, putting Ellery McGatha at third, giving Emma Weiland a very good opportunity to drive home a run. Weiland has 5 ribbies on the season. High pop-up to the shortstop, Vela, and she'll make the catch. And there are 2 away. Diane Fulton at the plate, looking for her first hit of the season. And a base hit would bring home a run. Curry 1 out away from a complete game shutout. Fulton trying to stop that here with a base hit. They're giving her a lot of room up the middle. And the first pitch, taken for a strike. 0-1. Fulton batting in the number 9 hole for Taylor Foster. And the pitch, high fly ball. It's foul, and it will land safely. Good swing by Fulton, but a foul ball. She's down 0-2. Eagles down to their final strike. And a pitch on the way, misses upstairs. A ball and 2 strikes. Curry delivers. Swing and a foul tip into the mitt, and that's the ball game. Final score, Edward Waters University 16, Trinity Baptist College nothing. Edward Waters now 27-23 on the season, 18-6 in their conference play. Trinity Baptist 5-29 and 3-10 in South Region competition. The winning pitcher, Cheyenne Curry, now 7-3. And Jessica Johnson takes the loss, 0-10. Well, that's going to do it for us here for the home portion of the schedule. We'd like to thank everybody for joining us here this afternoon. A doubleheader split. Trinity Baptist wins the opener 4-2, and Edward Waters with a big win in game number 2. For Coach Rob Blackmer, Athletic Director John D. Jones, Sam Lucas, Shaq, and everybody here at TBC, I'm Ray Bureau saying good night and God bless you from Trinity Baptist College.